So what are the secrets to a long-lasting and successful relationship? But before I head into the topic, show reel. Pranam, Namaste, my name is Garret. Before I start the topic off, please make sure you guys remember to hit like, subscribe and comment your learnings in the comment section below. I'm dedicated to make 4 videos a week to spread more light and positivity out there to the world, okay? And it's also nice to know where you guys are tuning in from so we could actually connect within this space too, okay? So without further ado, let's head into the topic. So what are the secrets of a long-lasting and successful relationships? Okay, so I'm gonna be recapping certain points, then I'll end it off with a short story to recap all these pointers. Okay, so first point I would like to ensure that every one of you will know. Please take it down in your notes as well, okay? The most important aspects in a relationship is always love, okay? And when we talk about love, what is true love, unconditional love, okay? So you guys, whoever that's watching my channels, okay, I probably covered the twin flame as well as the soulmate series, okay, and in both of these relationships you might have seen certain similarities and certain differences, okay? So regardless of what type of relationship you found your partner in, okay, you will all boil down to this root, okay? This root is your reflection of your inner world is a reflection of your outer world as well. So if you love yourself as well, if you love yourself, then you'll end up finding someone that loves you, because you will ultimately love that person, okay? So same thing in life, whatever you want in life, you put up there, you will get back, okay? So this is just like karma, okay? Karma itself is the consequence of your actions, okay? So now, with this understanding, what is true love and what is unconditional love, okay? So when it comes down to relationships, whenever we say, I blame my partner, or I blame my husband or my wife, or I blame my girlfriend or my boyfriend because they are at fault, okay? And whenever we say that person is at fault, okay, we put the blame on that person. So who is there to judge and who is there to say that that person is being faulted, okay? So are you a judge? That's the thing. And if you see yourself as a judge, then you don't see yourself as the loving person anymore, you see, or the loving half of that partner. You get my point? Because as soon as you place yourself as a position of a judge, then there's no point. There's no more. You're no longer seeing as a loving partner. So know that whenever we are given a choice to be right or to be kind and loving, always choose to be kind and loving. That's the reason why in the past I've actually created a 21 days love and happiness and kindness challenge, right? So that is the reason why this challenge is for. So same thing, if you want a partner that is truly and unconditionally loving to you, of course you need to first be surrounding yourself with people that would give you the type of love, because you will also ultimately be putting out this type of love out there in the world, right? So that's why you get back, okay? So point number 1 is true unconditional love, okay? Second point is total belief and faith, okay? So what is total belief and faith? So I most likely like to say this because a lot of relationships fall into this category, and arguments usually occur whenever there's no full faith and belief, okay? So one of the common boyfriend girlfriend issues is that, oh, I'm gonna go out for a party or a drink with some of my friends, and my friends are the opposite sex, okay? Then your partner would start to, why are they hanging out with opposite sex? And then that's where the trust and the faith and the belief in the partner starts to go down. You see? So whenever there's no absolute faith and belief in your other half, then the relationship will fall into a form of argument. Why are you going out with this person? Why can't you actually go out and hang out with the people of the same sex or the same nature? Why are you hanging out with opposite sex then? So then whenever there's faith, when problems that question trust, faith and belief, the relationship usually don't turn out well. Reason being so is because end of the day, you're questioning your other half. You're questioning the choices that he's making in his day-to-day actions and his day-to-day life. His or her decisions will always ultimately have to come back to you, because it's like you no longer trust that person. So that person needs to seek your approval before they actually go out to meet someone, and it becomes borderline exhausting and frustrating eventually. You see, it's like each time I need to go out, I need to seek your permission, because if I go out with say same sex nature, then okay, I can go out to a certain time frame. Okay, if I go out with the opposite sex, then I need to be reporting to you every 30 minutes or every 1 hour. Okay, or I may need to even inform you that I'm heading to where and how should I be contactable. So all this would actually fall into the picture, and it becomes very frustrating. If you don't trust that partner, most likely what would happen is that trust or faith has already been a part that needs to be healed within you. So you are always, like I say, everything in our life we need to reflect. Okay, we need to be aware, because whatever that we put out there, okay, and if we put out there as a part that we don't see trust and faith in your other half, that means trust and faith is lacking within you as well. Okay, so do you expect to be treated in the same way as well? So ultimately, that's why they say, right, the more you focus on expense, right? So if you focus on not trusting your partner, you're focusing on the lack of faith, the lack of belief in your partner, then the more your partner will choose to betray you eventually. Okay, so remember, point number 2 is total trust, belief and faith. Okay, point number 3, total support. Okay, so what is called total support? So when you go into long-term relationships, okay, it's no longer just boyfriend girlfriend, I'm just gonna go dating, I'm just gonna bring you out for meals, for a movie, or go out to parks or hiking, just enjoying things together. But whenever we talk about long-term relationships, especially marriage, okay, the true long-term, the eternal kind of relationships, okay, it is not just only sharing the goods, it's also sharing the bads as well. Okay, and certain times you might find yourself, end of the day, whatever that our life in terms of life progression is always more and more in terms of difficulty. Okay, it gets more and more difficult as you progress in age. Okay, and through this progression in age, you will find that just a single challenge yourself, okay, a single person can't handle it all by himself, him or herself. Okay, that's the reason why people find that they get lonely at times, or they find that they can't handle this all by themselves, so they need to seek another person to actually help support them through all these difficulties. Okay, so same thing in the relationships, especially in a marriage. Okay, when you guys start to grow your own family, then you'll start to realize that I may need finance. Okay, I may need more support in terms of doing the household chores. I may need support in looking after the family, in terms of looking after the children. Okay, I may need help in assembling furniture or whatsoever. Okay, when a certain relationship does not have full support in the other person, in the other half, then that relationship will not have any progression. Okay, and then they will stay put. Once they stay put, they will stay stagnant. Okay, then there will not be progression of the relationship. Subsequently, down the road, it will just break off. Okay, so the most important aspects of human life, human nature is always the support that you give to your peers, your partner, or your loved ones. Okay, support is something that is very important. Okay, so point number 4 is what we call total acceptance. Okay, so what is total acceptance? Acceptance means that whenever you choose your partner, you choose your relationship, you are the one that made the choice. You are the one that selects your partner. Nobody else force you to choose that half. Okay, so no, she or him did not point a gun at you telling you to be with them, right? So same thing. So everything is all about acceptance. So once you get to really know that person, and when the relationship becomes very serious down the road, then you start to see all the flaws of a person. End of the day, nobody is perfect in this world, right? I'm pretty sure you're not perfect as well. So when you see a flaw in your partner may also see a flaw in you. That's where the argument comes in, right? So when you are not able to come with full total acceptance for your partner, neither did your partner want to find full total acceptance in you, then that's where challenges starts to arise. Because end of the day, acceptance of the other half means you embrace their flaws as well as all their goods, okay, their well-beings, in all their traits and personalities within them. You need to embrace them. Okay, if you know that they are weak in certain aspects of their life, that's for you to help them develop and grow in the aspects that they are weak in. Same thing for you. If you are weak in a certain aspects, perhaps maybe you're not good at doing household chores, that's where your partner will want to help you grow in that aspects. And when growth comes in, certain people mistake that as a form of argument or as a state of forcing you to do certain things. But if you view growth in that aspects, then you're not naturally growing, you see. So growth is always a little bit painful, but you know that through this growth, you're learning new skills, you're developing your character as well. Okay, so all these 4 main points are the important point. So let's end off with a short story. Okay, so there was this very reserved man, and him being so reserved at work, before he went to work that morning, he spoke to his wife. Darling, I think I finally decide to actually ask for a salary raise from my boss. So the wife responded saying, "Oh, okay, let's do it. I support you wholeheartedly." Okay, so that was the response that he told the husband. So the husband went to work feeling all anxious and nervous that he saw his boss came in the morning, and he's just hesitated. Okay, he just didn't dare, because he's so reserved, right, and very introverted. So he don't know how to approach his boss. Okay, so he worked and hesitated, being all nervous and anxious, didn't focus much at work as well. So he was just trying to get through the day until the late afternoon. He actually went and approached his boss, and he successfully got his pay raise. Okay, so when he got back home, the moment he got back home, he looked at his dining table. It was filled with beautiful crockery, okay, and all beautiful candles that are actually lit up, okay, and all the fantastic festive meal like, okay, it's a festive meal like, okay, so all the meals are arranged so beautifully, okay. And he went in and he thought, okay, somebody from the company probably tipped his wife off that he's gotten his pay raise. Okay, so when he went in, he actually hugged his wife because he saw his wife preparing all the food. Okay, so he told the wife his news, okay, of getting a pay raise and a promotion. Okay, so the wife was very happy. Okay, his wife congratulated him. Okay, and when he went back and he sat down on his dining table, he saw this card, and this card was a note from his wife. So the wife wrote in the note saying, "My dear, thank you and I congratulate you for your salary raise. You are much deserving for this salary raise." Okay, and therefore all this beautiful crockery, all these festive meals that I've prepared for you with the wonderful candlelight meal, okay, is for me to show how much I love you. Okay, and I hope you truly appreciate it. Okay, so this was what the note was written on. Okay, and meal by meal, prep by prep, the wife actually went into the kitchen and serving the last meal, which is the dessert. Okay, unknowingly, the wife dropped another note from her pocket of the apron, and she didn't realize that she dropped that note. Okay, so when she went to the kitchen, the husband picked up the other note that was found on the floor. So he read the note. He was moved to tears because that note actually wrote, right, that I'm sorry to hear that, darling. Okay, that you did not get a salary raise. Okay, but you are much more deserving than that. Okay, and I truly support you. Okay, so all these fancy meals, all these festive meals, okay, all these beautiful crockeries and this candlelight dinner is just to show you how much support and how much love I have for you. Regardless whether or not you get your salary raise, I will always be there for you. So with this beautiful story, we could conclude that true love is total acceptance, total love, total belief, and total support. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do, please comment your learnings in the comment section below. I'm gonna end this off. Okay, pranam, namaste.